live from the Elk Grove Laguna Creek Stadium on the campus of Elk Grove High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of high school sports television, is proud to present Nevada Union Minor Football. Tonight in the Delta Valley League Championship game, your undefeated Nevada Union Miners take on the equally undefeated Laguna Creek Cardinals. It's the battle for first place between two undefeated teams, and all the football action begins right here, right now, on your NorCal Game of the Week. The 7-0 Nevada Union Miners place their undefeated record on the line tonight against the top team in the DVL, the Laguna Creek Cardinals, in a battle that probably represents the Delta Valley League Championship. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. Jim Adams here, the voice of the Nevada Union Minor Football, joined tonight by my good friend, Marty Mortensen, our director and commander to his Gil Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Productions team is on hand for tonight's big showdown between the league's top two teams.
That's right, Jim. The Laguna Creek Cardinals have already passed one test in the conference, and that was last week when they defeated crosstown rivals, the Elk Grove Thundering Herd, right here on this very field. And now tonight, the next test is on hand in the form of the undefeated Nevada Union Miners.
The Miners have certainly turned this season around after having not qualified for the playoffs the past two seasons, but they have surely returned to that winning tradition of minor football, winning their first 7 games of this season, Marty.
Yeah, Jim, but one of the negatives against the Miners so far this year is that everybody says that they have been winning so easily that there is a perception that they haven't really played any good teams yet, and their record does not reflect any real achievements. But
we had a chance to talk to Dave Humpers about that in the pregame, and of course that's what the SAC-B and some of the other newspapers are saying. But if you followed the Miners closely this season, you'll see that they really are that good and deserving of the record, and they are looking forward to hopefully proving that here tonight against a very tough Laguna Creek Cardinals squad, who is the only team who can stop them probably from winning their first DVL game. We've got Elk Grove and Davis coming up on the immediate horizon, but that would also earn them a top seed in the upcoming playoffs. So as we take our first pause of the evening, we'll return, we'll take a look at those standings and break it all down for you, looking at the Cardinals, looking at the Miners. As we get ready for tonight's kickoff, we remind you that this special Nevada Union Minor Football edition of the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers Enterprises, their goals are simple: provide rock and sand products, ready-mix concrete, construction services, and rental equipment to their customers while providing safe, stable jobs for their employees, thereby ensuring Hanson Brothers Enterprises will continue as a contributor to our community just like it has since 1953. They are Hanson Brothers Enterprises, part of the fabric of Nevada and Placer counties.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company, the Pardini family has created a new state-of-the-art facility in Grass Valley on Railroad Avenue, just across the freeway from the original Hills Flat location. October is Home Improvement Month and at Hills Flat Lumber, and it's a great time to paint the walls, install the flooring, or put in new fixtures before the busy holiday season. The Pardini family appreciates the community's support and welcomes you to their new location. It's the Hills Flat Lumber Company, your local home center since 1921, with 2 locations to serve you.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that is why he supports Nevada County football and the Nevada Union Miners. Mike has assembled a local team for you as well in the insurance industry. So whether you work with Amy, Robin, Bobby, Kathy, Jim, Sarah, Karen, Nicole, or Jennifer, you'll know you're working with your friends and neighbors who care about your family's insurance needs and work hard to meet your expectations at Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wibholm is your local computer specialist and computer software management, design, and consulting. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are your computer's best friend. Dallas is ready to take on those hard-to-solve computer problems that come up when you begin to design your system. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wivholm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, we are celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Jim Adams with you tonight, along with Marty Mortensen, saying thanks for being here tonight, and be sure to tune in next time as Gil Dominguez, Ed Martin, and Cody Reeves present Nevada Union Lady Miner Volleyball as they host the Granite Bay Grizzlies. The Lady Miners need a win if they are to keep pace with the league leading Rockland Thunder, so be sure to tune in as the Lady Miners take on the Lady Grizzlies right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union readers for 2007. And Marty, this looks to be have all the makings of a very excellent contest tonight. You have two first-place teams. You know, we've kind of been supposing that the team that wins here will win the DVL. But with that said, you take a look at this minor squad, you take a look at the Laguna Creek squad, and you see where this probably should be the toughest opponent for the Miners, it appears, in this regular season.
Yeah, you're right, Jim, and I think we'll take a pause right now and tell you that all about the Pioneer Valley League with Whitney and Bear River fighting it out, but it looks like Whitney's got it pretty much locked up in as the winner in the league play. They're just dominating everything, and they're 7-0 overall and 4-0 in league. Bear River 5-2 record. Their only loss in league play is to Whitney, and they'll be playing El Dorado next week. So there are 3 spots for playoffs in this season. So it looks like Whitney, Bear River, and El Dorado or Colfax are in the driver's seat. So and then followed in there by Lincoln, Mesa Verde, and the rest of the teams.
We take a look at the Delta Valley League standings. You see Nevada Union and Laguna Creek. Look at that league play, 2-0, both of them, and then the bottom kind of falls out. Elk Grove at 2-2, Franklin at 1-1, Davis at 1-2, and Valley at 0-2. And overall, you take a look. There's Nevada Union again at 7-0. Laguna Creek does have 2 losses. One is to Monterey Trail. And so this is kind of a team that on any given night, this Elk Grove Cardinal squad can play up to their abilities or down to their disabilities, depending upon which team shows up on the field. However, there are a couple of wild cards as you take a look at the Cardinal squad. First off, Miners' number 1 priority will be to stop Keenan Williams. Williams with 134 carries on the season at 909 yards.
Yeah.
Marty, we talked to Dave in the pregame, and he said this is what they're going to really need to stop.
Yeah, there's a good shot of Dave Humpers and the other coaching staff, and that's what he indicated. Their big thing in the first 5 minutes of this game is to slow down Keenan Williams.
A multiple offense for this Laguna Creek team, and we're going to break them down even a little bit more prior to our opening kickoff, as we remind you that this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Sievert Physical Therapy. John Sievert knows the human body and has devoted his entire professional life to learn how to make you whole again. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John brings decades of experience to every single case. Whether it's in orthopedics, sports injuries, or rehabilitation after an accident or surgery, the staff at Sievert Physical Therapy is there to serve you and help make you whole again. Sievert Physical Therapy, proud to donate their time as one of the sports trainers of the Bear River Bruin football program.
Stand by Chan Moon and Kirschbaum OD. Doctors Jerry Chan, Lisa Moon, and Stephanie Kirschbaum are ready to offer you complete eye care in Grass Valley. Dr. Kirschbaum joins one of the most progressive optometrist offices in the county. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum offer your family complete and thorough eye examinations using Optomat technology. They carry a wide selection of frames for you, and they grind their own lenses. It's Chan Moon and Kirschbaum on Sierra College Drive in Grass Valley, where they protect your most precious gift of sight.
Extremely Green, Save the Planet is everyone's responsibility, but recycling is just not enough. Well, it's easy for you to think green and extremely green in Grass Valley. There you'll find a treasure chest of earth-friendly gifts and goods. They're located inside the big A-frame building on Main Street. Just in at Extremely Green is their new EcoFlame product, which is an earth-friendly sugarcane-based heating and cooking fuel for camping and emergency cooking and warming applications. It's a clean burning gel and only available at Extremely Green, specializing in products for earth-friendly living.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Chuck Cavros wants your truck to look its best with accessories from Top This. Chuck's ready to talk about the latest technologies, and he promises to deliver truck and auto attitude every day with his in-store displays featuring thousands of accessories from weather guard, DZ, and racket truck racks. Now that the weather will soon be wet, and it's starting tonight, be sure to see that their selection of chrome tool boxes, mirrors, and ski racks. So give your truck some real attitude and get the service you want at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's favorite store.
And by Touchdown Productions, we are celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Jim Adams, the voice of the Nevada Union Miner football, and Marty Mortensen saying thanks for voting us one of Nevada County's best for 2007 by readers of the Union newspaper. Be sure to tune in each and every week on our Foothill network of stations, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, Suddenlink Channel 16, Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and NCTV Channel 11 in Grass Valley. Marty, this Cardinal team is a very interesting squad in that they're pretty balanced. You have a runner who is looking to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark tonight. Hopefully he will not do that. But
well, he's going to be a handful tonight, Jim, as he has really been tearing up the league with his running prowess. And I look for Nevada Union. The defense has been working hard all week. I look for him to. They probably won't stop him, but they'll slow him down to a certain degree.
Complementing Keenan is going to be Keenan Williams is going to be also a good receiving core for Laguna Creek. And you can watch for a balanced attack by Laguna Creek. That is what has helped them to be successful. You're going to see the Nevada Union secondary probably tested the most that they have all season. In fact, several people have kind of said we're going to have an opportunity tonight to see what that secondary is really made of.
Yeah, well, they're going to be tested. They've got 3 quarterbacks on this team, 2 seniors and 1 junior. So they've got some depth in the quarterback position. And so look for them to come out throwing that ball. And because that has been one of the suspect things against the Miners is the secondary. And as Coach Humphers said tonight, he says they're going to try to exploit us, but we've been practicing hard all week, and I think we're ready for them.
Just as Brogan Jantz has been exceptional at quarterback this year for the Miners, Chris Jackson has also been exceptional at quarterback for Laguna Creek. Good arm, excellent receivers. He has really done a good job of quarterbacking this offense for the Cardinals. And for the Miners, we're going to, we had a chance to see it, kind of more of the same. What you have seen the last several weeks is probably what you're going to see tonight, although with one twist to it. You may see a little more balanced offense. You may see a balance of run and pass. Nevada Union knows that with this talented Cardinal squad, that to set up the run, they must establish the pass. And you have to think that there's probably going to be, Marty, some creative offensive tools used from a passing point of view.
Yeah, and that's correct, Jim. One of the things, too, is all season long so far with their 7-0 record that Nevada Union is sporting at this point in time, they have been using just flip-flopping that and using the pass to set up the run. Once you get the defense spread out to cover the pass, and now that opens up some big holes with that fine front 4 of the Nevada Union offensive line, open up some big holes, and now they can turn your running backs loose.
And so we're going to see Brogan Jantz be challenged with a pretty balanced attack tonight. Let's talk about the field for a moment. Marty, your observations there.
Well, there's a lot of standing water out on the field. The lines marking the field have been obliterated to a certain extent, and so we're going to have a hard time following that. Maybe the cameras will too. But so Laguna Creek won the toss. They've elected to receive to start the ball game. But you're right, Jim. This field is not in that good a shape, so footing is going to be a problem tonight. And it has started raining here a little bit earlier, and so if the rain does come, it could set up a real slippery and soggy ball game out there tonight.
And if you take a look at it, the field conditions are bad. However, we have been assured that we have a good officiating crew tonight. For those of you who may have attended the Franklin game last Friday at Nevada Union, I guess we have been rehearsed to say those officials really struggled. And tonight we're supposed to see a different venue, and this crew is supposed to be a top-notch crew, as they should for a game like this that will most likely decide the Delta Valley League champion. Nevada. If you take a look over the sidelines, that is the Elk Grove sidelines, and boy, for a team that's playing for a championship, well, you got to be thinking, what are they thinking?
Yeah, we're the crowd, because Nevada Union's got more people here than they do across the way at Laguna Creek. All right, now it's time for our national anthem, Jim.
Our national anthem. We're just about ready for football. Moments away from the opening kickoff. Nevada Union lost the toss, and the Cardinals, they chose to receive. So I guess Connor Maloney's going to bring his game out there, Marty, and Nevada Union, you know, as they like to do, they really like to start off the game on defense.
Yeah, it's good to come out on defense, set the tone of the game, hold the other team to 3 and out, and then give the offense a chance to get out there and score some points. So that's a good game plan.
Some common themes tonight. Dave Humphers asserts again that the first 5 minutes of this game will be critical. His goal is to get on them early. Laguna Creek has a talented D. They have allowed the second lowest in the Delta Valley League. 101 points is all they've allowed defensively this season, and as we talked about, a lot of talent on offense. They have a great back, and you know, Marty, we kind of prepared for some strange weather tonight, but the fact of the matter is it's pretty pleasant outside.
When we were driving in and driving out through Elk Grove, it was 72 degrees?
Yeah, coming in now, and then, you know, we brought jackets and such. We really don't need them tonight. And if we need additional warmth, we've got some really good Nevada Union Looters right behind us. Right. So life couldn't be much better.
And these are the lucky ones, because if it starts raining, we're going to have a lot of friends here, Jim, under this tent.
So ready to kick off is Connor Maloney. We're just about ready to get this game underway. Keenan Williams back to receive for the Cardinals. And it's a squibber, goes into the secondary over the first, and there's the ball on the ground. Miners try to get it.
Let's see what they say.
They're signaling they got it. Let's see what they call. Nevada Union ball. So Maloney does it again. His 5th kick on the season that has ended with a recovery by Nevada Union. And so the Miners take over offensively. Marty, big break to start it off.
What a break to start it off, as that ball was bouncing around, then it was fumbled. I thought the Laguna Creek player fell on that ball, but it squirted out from underneath him with these wet conditions. And now Nevada Union on the move here from about the 30-yard line.
This Nevada Union offense has been very creative this season. First play will be a pass, and it is completed into the right flat. Goes for some extra yardage. Cole Stanford on the reception.
Good for a first down, Jim, as that was well executed. Two receivers out in the flat. Cole turned to the outside, and the linebacker just didn't have a chance to come over and get him. So that's a good gain on that first play.
11 receptions, now 12 receptions. Prior to the game for Stanford, 11 receptions for 251 yards. Man in motion, handoff. Looks for something on the right side, but that simply is not going to work.
Well, coming up and making that tackle right at the line of scrimmage was Laswell, a senior, and he stopped that for it was a loss of about a yard.
And Marty, I think we're going to be pretty challenged tonight to see numbers. That was Cameron Ryan on the carry, and his jersey is already pretty bad. Now he rolls right, does Jantz throws, and it's complete. Incomplete, out of bounds.
It looks like he had caught that inbounds, but here's that good hit in here by Laswell. As you can see, he came up and stopped him dead. Nick Laswell. And you can see the footing is already very treacherous, Jim.
So that'll bring up a third down and long.
Well, it looked like he had at least had 1 foot in bounds, you'd think, but maybe not.
Miners at the 20. But how difficult is it going to be for Maloney tonight if they choose to get a field goal with this terrible turf? Jantz goes under center. Drops back. Big rush. He'll be hit, and down he goes.
Number 22, he smelled that play out right away.
Barry Eastman.
Yeah, that was the tight end. He just waited and smothered that. So now another loss. There's another loss there of about 7 yards, so that moves the ball back.
And the Miners may very well go for it here on 4th down.
25-yard line.
It'll be about a 4th, and we're going to call it 16.
If they were to attempt a field goal here, Jim, it would be about a 45-yarder, so they're going to have to go for it here, 4th down.
So let's see what Humphers pulls out of his hat.
Illegal procedure there, Jim.
So illegal motion will take the Miners back to where now it'll be about 4th and 21.
Five-yard penalty on play. That backs it up, brings up
a good defensive stand so far for the Laguna Creek Cardinals.
And they get the Miners to 4th down and 20. Miners come up with the early turnover, and now they go into the shotgun. 3 receivers on the left side. Man in motion. Back to pass. Good coverage this time. The catch is caught.
It looks like it's going to be short of a first down, I believe.
Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be close, but I think that
about 5
yards
yards
short, and he is.
Well, it moves them back a little bit deeper in their own territory to start their drive. So you can see that's going to be tough sledding tonight.
And maybe one of the reasons why we saw a number of passes in this first possession for Nevada Union. Now the Laguna Creek Cardinal comes out. Chris Jackson will have Keenan Williams behind him most of the night. Back to pass. Looks over the middle. Breaks to the right. Is now going to run, but is tackled by Nevada Union for a short gain.
Yeah, he was looking for, they had 3 receivers in the pattern. They were secondary covered very well for Nevada Union, and he had no place to go except try to run it. But the line was there to bring him down, so he did pick up about a yard.
And for Nevada Union, that's one of the areas where they have to excel tonight is in the secondary. There's no doubt that Chris Jackson will test them in that capacity, and they pass the first test. Coming wide towards us is KJ Daniels, their favorite receiver so far on the season. He has 26 receptions for 456 yards, by far Jackson's favorite target.
He's going to be a deep threat. Let's see what they do here, Jim.
Go off the middle. This is Williams.
I think he just picked up a couple of yards, brought down by a whole host of Nevada Union Miners. Espinoza in on that tackle.
There it is, Marty.
Yeah, quick handoff. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage and then managed to go forward, and then Espinoza came up and made that tackle. So now a big third down situation on defense here for Nevada Union.
Again, Williams in the backfield, but he also has 10 receptions on the season for 205 yards. And back to pass. Throws a quick one over the middle, incomplete.
Just too hard and over the head of his intended receiver. That was Steve Jones, the junior, and that ball was thrown hard and over his head. So that'll force a kick, and Nevada Union will get the ball back, and probably in very good field position with 8:44 left to go in this first quarter.
Jared Ralph back to receive the punt. Complimented there by Cole Stanford. Special teams for Nevada Union has been especially good this year. Here comes the rush. Almost gets it. That ball should die. Hopefully does not hit a Nevada Union player. And the Miners will have it inside Laguna Creek territory at the 46-yard line to start their second series.
Good pass rush by the Miners as they almost blocked that kick, and the kicker had to move off to his left a little bit and was able to get the ball away. And with a hard charging rush by the Miners, they were lucky not to knock the kicker down.
So let's see what Nevada Union comes up with in this second series. Potentially a low-scoring game tonight with the conditions as they are. Jantz, handoff, right side. Cameron Ryan tries to turn the corner, cuts it in. Good yardage, probably about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that was. He was able to turn the corner, got a good block in there by Nick Souza as
penalty flag on the field.
Let's see who it's going to go against. Flag's going to go against Nevada Union.
It looks like it. They're marching backwards. Holding Nevada Union.
So the natives are getting a little restless behind us, Jim.
Yes. Probably most of them witnessed the game last week, and I'm not sure that in the years I've been in Nevada County I have ever heard that boisterous a crowd that wanted to voice an opinion against the officials. But this will not bring up it'll bring up about a second down and, a first down and 20.
So then, for all intents and purposes, that's a 17-yard penalty. Where they would have had second and 3, now they got first and 20.
And putting the NU offense in this kind of a hole surely makes it difficult for them.
Duncan Chappell in the game.
Handoff, left side, tries to find that hole for Jared Ralph.
Ralph looks like he's having a problem with the turf, and he's getting a late start on the ball. That was almost a missed handoff.
I think it's a combo of two things. One is the turf. I think this is going to be at least initially, a tough defense to run against.
Mm-hmm. Bringing in a couple more receivers, so this may be a pass play coming up here, Jim.
Chappell comes in. Cole Stanford checks in. Chappell on the season with 9 receptions for 208 yards. He is near side for the Miners, and Brogan Jantz calls timeout.
Something just wasn't. That play was late getting in, and probably wasn't expecting so much distraction on that because everybody's looking around going, what play are we calling here? So with 7:30 left to go in this first quarter, it's a timeout called by Nevada Union, and they'll discuss it and see what they can come up with. A good defense here by Laguna Creek so far.
Absolutely, and the Miners are going to have to stay away from the penalty flags on the night, Marty, if they expect to accomplish their goal, because a first and 20 is sure different than a first and 10, and with this tough defense of the Cardinals, it probably will be a challenge for them. But here we are at about 2nd and 17. Miners started inside Cardinals territory, but now are at the NU side of the field at about the 48-yard line.
Now Nevada Union comes back out onto the field. Looks like some of the numbers for Nevada Union are already being obliterated with that mud, so it's going to be a tough call for you, Jim.
Well, we're familiar enough with the Miners players to be able to catch their different running styles. Back to pass over the middle, but couldn't quite complete it. The intended receiver was Cole Stanford.
He ran a good pattern, but Jantz just underthrew him. He was wide open. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 17 yards to go. So Nevada Union is going in the wrong direction here. Oh, that's what the problem was. They're bringing out another ball because it was too slippery. Now they're going to bring it back. Won't let them change balls. Coach Humphreys is a little
big
out of
3rd
sorts.
down play. Back to pass. Big rush. Gets away from it. Now is going to run and makes it into Cardinal territory and stops at about the 43-yard line. That will bring up a 4th down and 7, and Nevada Union brings in the punt team.
Yeah, they'll try, I think, Jim, to kick that ball out of bounds deep in the Cardinal territory to at least get them down, where they've got to go a long ways to try to score.
Jantz kicking for Nevada Union. Deep is Nick Laswell for the Cardinals.
Hoskins late getting into the formation.
There's the kick. Tails over towards the sideline and goes out of bounds again at about the 10-yard line.
Nice kick.
The Miners again have the Cardinals trapped deep in their territory.
Nice coffin corner kick, got a good roll, and it rolled out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So a good defensive piece of kicking there, as the Cardinals now will take over deep in their own territory, Jim, and they've got 90 yards to go for a score. But with the running of Keenan Williams, if they can break him loose, it's going to be he can pick up a lot of yards in a hurry.
So here's our second look at the Cardinals on offense this evening. This is Williams.
That ball handed off to number 5, Keenan Williams.
Williams goes up the middle for a gain of about 5.
I think they're going to spot it about a 7-yard gain. He picked up. He looks like he's carrying a few people with him.
Yeah,
he was stopped for about a 5-yard gain, but then the strength of him brought it out another couple of yards. So
6:10 to go in the first quarter.
There's. That ought to bring out a flag. They jumped early.
So far, Marty, kind of a game of mistakes. We've seen a lot of penalty flags.
Yeah, they had all week to prepare, Jim, and all of a sudden now they're just making both teams are making dumb mistakes that you wouldn't think they would be making here so early in the game.
So that takes it back to a 2nd and 8. Handoff, Williams again. Miners meet him, led by Zach Vallejo, and he doesn't get much of a gain, and that will bring up another 3rd down play.
Millhouse all in on that tackle to assist, and so good defensive work on the left side for Nevada Union.
Jackson fakes the handoff, back to pass, throws, and it is incomplete.
Well, he had a first down had he been able to hold on.
Especially had he caught it initially,
You're
Marty,
right.
but by the time that he bobbled the ball several times, there the receiver, DeAndre Batson.
That was number 10, Tyler Holdridge. I think that was...
So 4th down, Miners should get good field position.
Yeah, he just couldn't hang on to it, and he spent so much time trying to catch it that he ended up dropping it finally, and they could not complete the 3rd down conversion.
Ralph and Stanford have both been excellent this season, but again, they can't field the ball. It goes out of bounds. This one is a little bit deeper into Cardinals territory, probably at about the 35.
One of the things so far, Jim, this entire ball game has been played on the Laguna Creek inside their 50-yard line, where the Miners have gotten some good starting position, but a couple of penalties here and there, and an incomplete pass, and the next thing you know, you're still struggling trying to get into the end zone.
Well, and you hit it right, the nail right on the head. The penalties have killed the Miners. But here we are in our 3rd series. Game is at 0. Here is the handoff, and this is Jared Ralph. Ralph tries to turn the corner. Nice gain on the play by Nevada Union.
He picked up about 4 yards on the carry, brought down in there by Anthony Boyce.
Well, actually, a very good gain. He'll pick up about 6. Let's take a look at it, how he turns the corner here.
Yeah, so here he comes, outruns the linebacker, and then tries to cut it inside, but then picks up good 6 yards.
Back to live action. This is Cameron Ryan. He runs for a 1st down. And that's exactly why Nevada Union has to keep this drive penalty-free. If they can use their offense creatively without having to be in a deep hole, it's going to fare far better for them. And they are now at we're going to call it at the 22-yard line of Laguna Creek. First back stumbles, but the second one comes on through, and Drew Hoskins with a nice gain for the Miners.
Good thing that play wasn't hand off to the running back coming around the back. Oh, he'd have been sacked in the back.
Yeah, he was betrayed by that mud, wasn't he?
Certainly was. But Drew Hoskins gets that handoff and goes right up the middle. Good hole open up over right guard, and that made the difference. 2nd down and 3.
Oh, and hit right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, for a loss will be Hoskins.
Boy, they had it looks like they had a blitz on there with Sean Nill. Let's take a look at
this brick wall, Marty.
Oh, yeah, look, he was in there in the backfield before the handoff, almost before the handoff was given.
So a big 3rd down. Waning moments of the first quarter, 2:51. There's the pitch, tries to turn the corner. I'm not sure he got the first down.
I don't think so.
Jared Ralph on the carry.
He came up short. Yeah, that was, he tripped before the pitch out, and he lost his footing and lost a step, and that was the difference, Jim.
4th down and 4. Nevada Union in big need to convert here to get themselves on the scoreboard and to pull out in front. So here it is, shotgun formation, Hoskin to the right, back to pass, has his man, it's Hoskin, great catch, touchdown Miners!
Boy, he led him a little bit too much, but Hoskins was able to pick up that extra step, Jim, and caught the ball on a fantastic catch.
Hoskins made that play, Marty.
Oh, yeah, he did, because that pass was overthrown. He caught up with it, took it in to the end zone for 6 points.
So a big play for Nevada Union. Connor Maloney in. Not the, you can't depend on these PATs tonight. Snap is down, kick is up, it is good. So Maloney delivers, and with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, a look at the scoreboard. That's wrong, Gil. Nevada Union 7, Laguna Creek nothing. Well, Marty, you know, Good drive for Nevada Union. They played a very good first quarter, very intelligent. Laguna Creek really hasn't gotten any traction. But with that said, here's the defining moment of this drive.
Watch this. No pressure, and then Jantz throws that ball up. Now, it's a little wobbly, but he let him. But he reaches out and grabs it, and he makes that catch, and that was a quick 6 points. That was all Hoskins. I mean, he saved that one.
You know, you can give those 6 points to Drew Hoskins.
Yeah.
He misses it. It's a turnover to Laguna Creek. He makes it. It's a touchdown for Nevada Union. There you see our corrected scoreboard. Nevada Union 7 and Laguna Creek nothing.
No.
And here's the nice thing about Maloney starting off the game with that kick that the Miners recovered. The Miners receive in the second half.
Yeah.
So it's like getting the ball to start the first and the second half. So here we go. Connor lines it to the, and he falls right down, and that's where the ball will stay. Emmanuel Dangerfield, perhaps a distant relative of Rodney.
I was just thinking the same.
No respect.
No respect out there.
He falls down and they blow the whistle. No respect.
I was just thinking the same thing. Good minds think alike, right?
Absolutely. So Laguna Creek will start off right at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing 7-0.
This is their best field position of the night, if you can believe that.
Again, a single backfield. Williams behind Chris Jackson, shotgun formation, and here comes Williams with a head of steam, but the Miners take him down for a gain of probably about 4 or 5 yards.
Pettinato on the tackle. Now the whistle blows. It may be a flag. Yeah, there is a flag on the field, Jim. Maybe a face mask.
And now the rain starts to fall, and it is against Nevada Union.
All of a sudden, we've got some very nice friends coming over to join us here. Underneath the awning.
So that will be a first down and about 3 yards on the play. Now really starting to rain. Trying to signal the clock to start, but as sometimes happens, the individual up in the press box doesn't pay attention. And there you see the rain. Good shot of the rain. Cassie Walker probably is happy. She's right over here near us. Here's Williams. Williams, not much of a gain, probably enough, and then driven backwards.
I don't think he made it. Let's see where they spot it, Jim.
No, didn't quite make it. That'll be 3rd down.
Well, one of the things, how important that score was for Nevada Union. If this rain continues like this, and that field gets in a worse shape, it's going to be tough.
Difficult to move the ball.
Exactly.
So 3rd down. This is your second game in a big rainstorm, Marty.
And there was a quarterback sneak, but let's see if they move too early.
Well, and the line judge first signaled 4th down. So I guess, however, and I think that is going to be 4th down.
I bet they're going to go for it. Call that same quarterback sneak again.
Clock winding down on the first half, 35 seconds to go. And they're sending in the kicking team. And Marty, if they don't hurry up, they're going to get a delay of game. Miners have to shift defensively really quickly.
If they snap it now, they're going to have...
Let's see what happens here if they really do kick it.
Now there's a delay.
And there's a flag. There's the delay of game. They had a hard time there, but there were moments where they had opportunities when Nevada Union was having a hard time changing at that late notice. But now
had they snapped the ball, they could have had a 5-yard penalty going the other way against Nevada Union.
4th and 6. And, thought about it for a moment and then kicked it. Probably would be best, and it does roll almost out of bounds, and then finally does at about the 30-yard line of Nevada Union.
So Nevada Union will start, Jim, in their worst field position so far in this game.
Well, with that said, this is a good offense that can move the ball well. You know, Marty, we're going to have some adverse circumstances as the ball boy falls right down in the middle of the field. But this is where, whether it be the running game or whether it be the passing game, the wing T, especially the one adopted this season by the Miners, has really been one in which they've been able to execute.
And you have to be able to hold on to the ball now. It's a little bit wetter out there than it was before the game started.
So handoff up the middle, some good yardage. One Cardinals player loses his helmet. And that was Cameron Ryan. Although his 7 is starting to get almost totally obliterated.
Right, it is.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. So we've got 1 quarter in the books here from the Elk Grove Laguna High School Stadium on the campus of Elk Grove High School, and Nevada Union leads 7-0. Marty, not quite exactly what we might have expected.
No, this game is just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It just really hasn't had any pizzazz to it at all. It might be the conditions on the field, the rain that's coming down now. It's hard to tell.
Well, let's talk about it though for a moment. Defensively, the Miners have been pretty close to impeccable. Cardinals have had a very hard time moving the ball. Nevada Union had favorable position on the field for almost the entire first quarter. We're able to parlay that into 6 points on an excellent catch by Drew Hoskins. So for Nevada Union, a 2nd and 10, all season they've found a way to move the ball. In these adverse conditions, they're going to have to find it too, Marty. And now the rain starts to let up a little bit. And I guess of our crew, our on-the-field crew, I guess we have to say Cassie Walker is the lucky one tonight because she gets to be. She looked back at it. Was that a dirty look or a friendly look, Mark? It was a friendly look.
She drew the short straw, and it paid off for her tonight underneath the canopy.
Grateful look. So here we go. 2nd down and 9 for Nevada Union. Handoff. Here it comes right side. Needs to get a block. Doesn't quite get the block, and he's driven out of bounds on the play. Drew Hoskin with the carry there.
He just couldn't turn that corner as number 54, the linebacker, came over and stretched that play out.
Did a good job on it also.
DJ Hill forced it, Hoskins to the outside, and ended up running out of bounds. And that, I don't think he might have lost a couple yards on that play. So it's 3rd and long again, Joe.
Duncan Chappell checks in for Nevada Union. Cameron Ryan in motion. Here's this screen. Has a lot of blockers in front of him. If they can catch him, and they do. First down. Good gain. Left side. Hoskin. Finally hog-tied and taken down inside Laguna Creek territory at the 38-yard line. Marty, big play.
It certainly was, and Chris Jones saved the touchdown because there were 3 blockers out in front. And, man, that looked like it was going for 6 points.
Let's take a quick look at that one so we can return to live action. Marty, look at that left side.
Yeah,
look at the screen. Look at the blocking in front.
Yeah, now he has wide open and had a lot of blockers in front of him. Then he cut it to the inside and ended up picking up the first down deep, and he crossed into Laguna Creek territory.
Handoff there as we come back to live action again to Drew Hoskin. And on that play, not a real clean play, and he kind of stumbled in the mud.
Looks like Drew was getting the bulk of the carries here tonight.
Well, and he's surely been involved in a couple of pivotal pass plays. Back to pass, looks in that left flat, and now has to hurry, breaks away, throws over the middle. Incomplete.
That was Sanford. And now there's, let's see what they're going to call here.
So that'll make it 3rd down and about 11. Early moments of the second half. Jim Adams, Marty Mortensen, bringing you this game from the campus of Elk Grove High School. The big DVL showdown between Nevada Union and Laguna Creek. First place at stake. Someone will leave league-wise with a blemish on their record, and the other one will stay undefeated in league play. Back to passes chance. Throws over the middle, and that ball's going to be intercepted.
It is. The receiver fell down. That was Cole Sanford. He slipped and fell, and number 32, I believe, who got that was Sylvester. He fell down also on the, but he was able to catch the ball right in his hand. Let's see. Let's take a look at
Stanford here. Has a hard time, Marty.
Well, watch this. He falls down, and then the defender, that was 34, which was Anthony Boyce, came up with that catch. So,
had Cole not fallen, probably would have taken that in for a first down. 3 players here and only 2 defenders, but the handoff is to Williams again, and he goes up the middle for a nice first down gain of about 4 yards, so that'll bring we'll call it a 2nd down and 6.
Feels like the breeze is picking up here a little bit. The flags are starting to move a little bit more. Umbrellas going back up, so.
Light rain continuing to fall. Williams again in the backfield. 3 receivers on this side. Williams again dances through the first set of minor tacklers and gets to about first down territory. But no, he'll be about a yard short.
Espinoza in on the tackle.
In fact, it'll be 3rd down, and it looks like about a foot, and they're going to do a measurement.
I think so.
9:40 to play. Second quarter action. And Marty, with all this electrical gear, we're probably a little better off. This was your idea, wasn't it?
I hope to shout. Hey, let's see how close they come to making this first down. And it looks like it's only a link short of a first down.
On the way here, Marty hailed to a few of the people on the streets of Elk Grove that he did expect rain tonight. And they kept yelling, no, no. But you were right, Marty, as usual.
Yeah.
That's why they call you the Big M.
Exactly. Here we go.
So 3rd down and inches.
Look for a quarterback sneak here, Jim, I think.
Well, he's in shotgun formation. It's Williams, and he doesn't make it.
I don't think he did. Let's see where they spot it.
No, that'll be 4th down. He lost a yard.
I bet they go for it here, though. Oh, no, they're going to send in the kicking team.
Boy, he got a good spot on that one. I'm surprised they're going to send in the kicking team. I don't think they could. Look at he got no penetration,
no.
And yet they only showed that he lost maybe 6 inches on the play. But let's see what happens here.
That was Espinoza on that tackle. He was the first one to hit him.
Miners have to beware of a potential fake in this situation.
Oh, high snap.
And he gets the kick away, and it is a long kick, and he takes it and fumbles it out of bounds. So Jared Ralph made sure that when he played that ball, it would go out of bounds. Miners again, Marty, with good field position.
Right.
They're going to be at about the
35-yard line, I think.
Yeah, about the 35-yard line, and now the rain starts to intensify. Wasn't it Gil that said it's not going to rain until 11 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, right. Well, it started
Maybe
raining at 11 o'clock on the East Coast, I think.
I think you're right.
And I told them, I said, hey, I can tell by the looks looking at those clouds that it was going to rain, and it sure did.
Marty could smell it. And here we come, here to the left side. Needs to get a block, needs to turn a corner. Good job by Hoskins again for a nice gain. About 6 yards on the play by Drew Hoskin.
Chris Jones coming up and making that tackle as the clock continues to run. 8:26 left.
2nd and 4.
Looks like Hoskin lost his shoe.
And he's limping a little, it looks like.
Well, he hasn't got a shoe put on.
No, you're right. And now he moves a little better. Coming up on the 8-minute mark to play in the 2nd quarter. Handoff up the middle, nice gain. Gets close to first down yardage, and if he gets the spot, he will have it. And he gets...
It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Oh, boy, that was a pretty difficult spot. So 3rd and, let's say, about a foot to go. Has Jared Ralph in the backfield. Oh, Cameron Ryan was in motion, but it gives it off to Ralph intelligently.
No, that was a direct snap as he came across to.
Well, and we saw that in warm-ups. That's
right
where they used it, and it worked out pretty well.
1st down.
And the Miners just into Laguna Creek territory at about the 49. Short drop, pass, complete. Nice gain on the play. I believe that was Cameron Ryan.
Yes, it was.
Well, yes.
Yeah, he's the one with the...
You can barely see the 7 now.
Right.
And so 7 yards. And that will make it a 2nd down and 3. Handoff, finds a hole. Nice gain on the play.
Looked like a face mask, but no, I don't. He may have grabbed him by the shoulder pads. That was Jared Ralph.
And it's a 1st down for Nevada Union.
So once again, Jim, Nevada Union is moving down the field. The last time they got down into this position, they had a pass interference, and the defense has kept them in this game.
And the Miners move.
The center snapped the ball prior to everybody else being ready.
And the call will go against NU. So that will take a 1st and 10 and make it a 1st and 15. Cole Stanford reports in as eligible. And the officials now tell them that, well, he's here as wide receiver, so. Back to pass, looking, throws, complete. Stanford on the play, gets close to another Miner 1st down. So they get the penalty yardage back and then a lot, and that's got to make it 2nd down and short. And it does, about a 2nd down and 3. So, Marty, good play selection here. Let's watch this play.
That was the play. That was the play before.
So 2nd down and short, 2 yards to go for the Miners. Shotgun formation again. Has a man in motion, fakes it. And they call motion again on Nevada Union, so a 2nd and 2 will become a 2nd and 7. Five minutes and 59 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. And if you were to point out one flaw in Nevada Union so far tonight, it has been the penalties that they have taken.
That kind of kills the momentum big time. Pretty treacherous out there
that
anyway.
Makes it, and it makes it more difficult for Jantz. The yards are going to be hard to come by. But he's back to pass, needs a block, gets it, throws. Oh,
wide open.
My gosh, wide open. Dan Pettinato continues to rumble down the field deep into Cardinals territory inside the 20.
Oh, the linebacker just let him go right on by him, and he had no secondary help, and wide open was Dan, and caught that ball and got a first down. So the Miners on the move.
And you have to give Chance credit. If there's one guy who's been cool in all of this quagmire, it has been Chance tonight.
Certainly
Marty.
has.
So again, the shotgun. And up the middle.
Oh, they continue
Cole
to.
Stanford. I believe that's Cole Stanford on the carry. Let's take a look.
Now they say they fumbled the ball, and let's see what.
And they did.
They stole it away on that scrum that was going on.
And so Nevada Union turns over the ball deep inside Laguna Creek territory. And that might be a hard one to pick up. Let's take a look at it here on the replay, Marty.
It looked like a rugby scrum. That ball was handed off and picked up some good yardage. It then ran into a whole slew of tacklers, and looks like his forward momentum was stopped, but he continues. They keep digging at the ball, and the whistle is not blown, and they steal the ball away.
So here we go, first down. And a good play by Nevada Union.
That was Cole Stanford that came up and stopped that play big time on Keenan Williams. He hasn't been able to break one loose at all tonight.
And Miners in the pregame said that was going to be a big factor, Mark.
Right.
So second down and 10, no gain on the play. Inside 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Miners, each team with, I guess the Miners with 2 turnovers to 1 for Laguna Creek. Second down and 10. Jackson.
Now, they really have a spread formation going on. Let's see what they're going to call. Delay a game, Jim. That'll move them back.
Boy, and the rain really coming off the covering that we have over us. Marty, let me take my hat off to you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
For getting this put up. I owe you one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I drove tonight?
I think so.
Thank you.
Good. I knew it was going to rain, but
and it's really coming down now.
And old Gil said, it's not going to rain till 11 o'clock. Sure. What does he know?
I think Cassie's going to give her appreciation to you too, Marty. So back to pass in the end zone. Throws it over the middle. Nice screen. And that's to Williams. Williams gets by one man, gets by another man.
Oh, he could
now
go.
breaks
He
into
is on
the
his
field.
way. This
This
game's
will
tied
be
up.
a Cardinals touchdown.
No flags on the field.
Williams touchdown, 7-6.
Some key missed tackles over on the right side of the field, and once he got into the secondary with his intense speed, he's gone. Touchdown, Laguna Creek, as he struts his stuff back to the sideline.
Well, and you know he's really been penned up most of the night,
Right.
and
It's got to be
Miners
frustrating.
had him there too, but he found a way to get loose. So a big extra point here for the Cardinals.
And Jim,
And to kick is number 51, Tyler Rogers.
that was about a 90-yard touchdown connection there.
It's kicked, spotted,
That's
kicked,
good.
and it is good.
And one of the things on that screen pass, I don't know if we have it to show again. Here's the replay. Now watch this. If we see it at the he had a screen pass set up, but he had no blockers in front of him. Now watch this. He rolls out. He's got nobody out there except for he has one blocker, and then there's a missed tackle, and he cuts back to the inside. Nobody there. A couple more misses, and once he gets by Beer Temple, he is on his way to the races, and look at that. He's got a whole convoy of and then he turns on the jets, and he's gone all the way into the end zone. Nobody's going to catch him. Even at fast speed, they won't catch him.
So a tough set of events for Nevada Union. They drive the ball deep into Cardinals territory only to turn it over And the Cardinals then get off a long run for a touchdown, making it 7-7 with 3:36 to go in the first half.
Nevada Union fans are making more noise than the Laguna Creek fans.
And that ball, Miners recovered it.
Niedenberger is trying to pick that up. The wind is picked up again, Jim.
PA announcer said, looks like it's been recovered by the Cardinals. And I think that he's
a little optimistic there.
So, Marty, a big series for Nevada Union. They certainly would like to go into halftime with the lead. Rain lets up a little bit more. So let's see what Brogan-Jans can do now. Under center. Handoff. Needs to find a hole. Gets in there. I think it was Jared Ralph on the carry.
Covering that ball up with both hands. Good gain.
Well, and Coach Humphers said in the pregame, hold on to the ball. We don't want fumbles. And there's an official timeout.
Looks like 55 is having some equipment problems. That's Sean Nill. He's going off the field holding his helmet, so let's see what they do here.
2nd down and 5. Clock now begins running again with 3:12 to go in the first half. Fakes it. Now gives it to Cameron Ryan. Sidesteps a few. Falls forward close to the first down, but a little bit short.
Oh, they got a
and
player
there's a
down.
player hurt.
Looks like number 88 on the field. That's Delvante Hunt.
That's interesting because I didn't even see him involved in the play at all, Marty.
Hey, he was away from the play, but then he kind of staggered back into the secondary and then fell down. So I don't know, maybe it was a delayed reaction on something.
Be a 3rd down and 1 when we resume action for Nevada Union. Clock is stopped. 2:54 to go before halftime.
Oh, he's got it. Looks his elbow or.
And he's up. He'll have to come off the field. Laguna Creek surely with some big players, Marty.
Right, they do have.
Miners in a tight formation. 3rd down, handoff up the middle. Looks like he gets a first down.
He does.
Plenty of time for Nevada Union here on this final drive of the first half.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Miners at their own 43-yard.
Again, another tight formation for Nevada Union. Fake, back to pass, good protection, throws, and that is complete.
And then he fell down. That was to Jared Ralph. He caught the ball and started upfield, and his feet just slipped right out from underneath him, and he went down, and that's for about an 8-yard gain.
But a nice gain, and let's take another look at it, Marty.
Yeah, nice rollout, and right on the money. But
And
then
goes
he
the
started
turn.
to turn upfield and just slipped.
Inside 2 minutes, 2nd and short, back to pass. Runs up the middle, first down, and dives to
late
about...
hit. That was a late hit by number 55.
And Brogan-Jans is slow to get up.
Yeah,
And
he's
limping.
now. He was down.
Miners have not gotten many breaks this season by the officiating crews. And there's another example of it. So that'll bring up a first down and 10. Miners inside Laguna Creek territory. Back to pass.
Man wide open.
Waiting. Rolls to his left. Tucks it under and gets some extra yardage and then is taken down out of bounds.
Flag there.
But no flag on the play. But that will stop the clock at 1 minute 17 seconds.
That was Brown on that tackle, the safety. And that was a little extracurricular activity out of on the sideline.
Well, on kind of the second straight play, but for the Miners, a 5-yard gain, and that will make it 2nd down and 5. And the Nevada Union natives a little restless
on that one. Oh, fumble.
Handoff up the middle. But Nevada Union comes up with it for a short gain. That'll make it 3rd down. I believe Nevada Union has 2 timeouts left. Inside a minute at 56 seconds, 3rd down and 4.
Nevada Union looks like they're a little confused here on this play.
2 backs.
Oh, they're going to get him. They're going to.
And I think that was the give was to Cameron Ryan, and he didn't get much. And Nevada Union will call time out with 42 seconds to go.
Bring up a 4th down with about 6 for a first down. They've got to keep this drive alive at 42 seconds left in the first half. Score tied 7-7.
Well, and a lot of time left. Nevada Union will really need to convert here, or at least to decide what they're going to do. Dave Humphers brings them on over to the sidelines here near side. And there you see it, 4th and 6.
I don't know if you want to. Well, you got 1 play left. Yeah, that should be Laguna Creek 7 on that chyron there, but I don't know whether you want to kick. Well, they're not going to kick. It looks like they're. Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say that would be the smart thing to do. Either maybe a fake here and hike it directly back, try to catch him off guard to
an awful lot of yardage
Ryan
to go, though.
That's true, but you don't want to take a chance with a pass in case it gets intercepted and run back. Now they do a little shift. Now they're going to say something. That'll cost them 5 yards.
Well, and I think the referee is going to come over. And motion is called against Nevada Union.
Get your head on straight.
And that'll make it a 4th and 10. So let's take a look. 4th down, 42 seconds to go.
He's got to kick it out of bounds.
Kicks it away. Gets a good roll. Takes a lot of time off the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds with 35 seconds to go in the first half.
But you know how quickly they scored with Keenan Williams on that screen pass. You got to be very careful right now.
And see what they want to come up with. 35 seconds, though, Marty. Still a decent amount of time. And Laguna Creek
is going to call a
burns one of
timeout.
their timeouts.
Timeout called by the Cardinals with 35 seconds remaining.
So a little bit odd there, Marty. You would have thought that they would have been able to say to the offense, hey, you're going to go on in a minute. Here's what we want to accomplish.
Right. But they came back into the huddle, called timeout. Maybe they're going to try some kind of razzle-dazzle trick play here to try to catch the Miners off guard. There's a good shot of both of the offense and defense.
Nevada Union will start off the second half with the ball. Well, we kind of expected it, a very closely contested game tonight.
Couple of big plays by both
it.
teams. That's all there is. Great catch in there by Hoskin for that touchdown, and then Keenan Williams goes about 92 yards for a touchdown on a screen pass.
So 1st and 10. No back offense. Throws long and almost intercepted.
And that was John Wivholm going back step for step with the intended receiver, which was KJ Daniels, had him step for step, so there wasn't going to be, I think Wivholm had the best chance of catching.
And another flag on the field. This one will be against the Miners. So that'll make it a second. Well, little confusion here. They have 2nd down and 5. So perhaps that was a dead ball foul. Down to 29 seconds to go in the first half. One back offense, back to pass, throws over the middle.
Got his man.
Complete.
That was Laswell. Nice pass. And throwing that ball was Keenan Williams.
And timeout is taken by Laguna Creek. Let's take another look at it, Marty.
He faked the handoff and then right over the middle. And he caught it right in between two defenders, Espinoza and Stanford. And it is a big gain, 1st and 10. It looks like on their own 45-yard line. As the rain starts in again, Jim.
And Marty, I think that the Miner faithful are complaining a little bit on that play. I don't think any time elapsed off the clock. Can you tell me how that happened?
Well, we've seen it when we've gone over to visit. Now the clock is running. Now he's telling them to stop the clock.
From there, they ran off the time that they needed to, 4 seconds
Right.
for the play.
It's like the clock operator might be looking for some new employment next week.
Well, either that or he'll be a hero.
Yeah, right, because he's doing it in the favor of his home team.
Crowd 1st and 10.
Calling for some defense.
22 seconds. Two receivers wide. Miners seem a little bit confused on the play. Back to pass. Taken down. Down he goes. And timeout is taken with 9 seconds to go by Laguna Creek. They burn their 3rd and final.
Let's take a look at that replay here, Jim. He tried to roll out to his left, but was being pursued in there by Hayden, it looked like, and then taken down.
Zach Vallejo in on the play.
That was Vallejo.
And so
They got time for. I think they got time for one more play, Jim.
Well, maybe it depends, Marty.
Well, they think they've burned all 3 of their timeouts.
Well, they have. They've got the clock on their side, you know.
Oh, well, that's true. Here's that replay now. Watch as he takes the snap, fakes to the fullback, and then roll. Then he has to, with good pressure, and he rolls to his left, and then gets brought down in there. So now, looks like Nevada Union's into the prevent defense.
Throws that one over the middle, and that is a reception.
No, he dropped the ball.
And as I said, we'll have one more play here, Marty. 4 seconds.
I think that clock operator was a little slow on the uptake there. I know that play took more than 2 seconds. What do you think?
There's always that possibility.
Okay. Let me see what that 1001, 1002, when
time stood still.
Stood still. 3004, 1005.
Yeah, was fumbling
all the way. Yeah, but that play took at least 5 seconds. Yeah.
Well, and if you take a look over on the other side, they spell section S-E-C-I-T-O-N, so maybe it's the same guy running the clock. But here we go. Should be the last play of the first half. Handoff is to Williams. He is stopped. No flags. Shot clock shows 0. So that will do it for the first half. We have a dogfight here at Elk Grove Laguna Creek Stadium on the campus of Elk Grove High School.
Well, a little bit of excitement towards the end of the first half, but the score still remains tied, as this has been kind of a ho-hummer here tonight.
Well, hard-fought contest, but I'm sure that, we talked a little bit with Dave Humpers in the pregame, and he said, I've got to get my team up every week for who we're going to play. And although you see a Laguna Creek team that did lose 2 games this season, and here comes the Spirit Squads. Boy, how many of those ladies do you think will fall when they get to the middle of that field, Marty?
It's pretty treacherous out there.
They're walking very gingerly.
Well, here we are. And here we go, Jim.
Oh, Cassie.
It's Cassie, she's got us focused in here
Cassie
tonight,
is doing a little bit on us here out of gratitude for being able to be out of the rain, and she won't mess her hair up. Her clothes won't get wet.
And she's taking care of us.
And, she is kind of the privileged one because she's even going to get a ride home tonight right after the game instead of having to ride in the Commander. How did she swing that?
Boy, I don't know. We're looking forward to it, though, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Sure.
We don't hear Cassie talk too much, so we're going to make her talk on the way home.
All the way home.
That's right. But the Miners with a stalemate here after 24 minutes, 7-7 on a tough field on a difficult night here at Elk Grove High School.
And the wind has picked up a little bit. The rain is starting to come down again, and it's starting to get a little bit cooler.
It is getting a little bit cooler. Oh, honored one.
Oh, yeah.
And
there's Cassie. There she is.
There's Cassie.
All right. She's saying, hey, I'm looking.
Yeah, look at that big smile. You know what that smile is? That's a dry smile.
Yeah, but I know there's one thing about it. I know she likes me because I made Gil put this tent up tonight.
She was saying to me before the game, thank goodness for Marty. I've always respected him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but for the Miners, a little bit of work to do. Their closest game of the season, at least at halftime here, tied 7-7, and they'll have to pull some of that energy for the second half of play. And we would like to remind you that this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Colfax is ready to help you beautify your outdoor world. At Hanson Brothers Colfax, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, retaining walls and stepping stones. Now, just added at Hanson Brothers Colfax is HBE Rentals. HBE is a full-service rental facility just like the one in Grass Valley. Hanson Brothers in Colfax has everything for outdoor landscaping, and combined with HBE Rentals, they are proud to be part of the Colfax community and Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, the Pardini family, is proud to be your neighbors in Grass Valley and also in Colfax. By teaming up with Do It Best products, Hills Flat Lumber Company carries the selection you want with the buying power of a large retailer. Now, both their Colfax and Grass Valley stores are solar powered. Hills Flat can generate up to 175 kilowatts of power every day, making their stores state-of-the-art facilities that make shopping for your lumber and hardware needs a real pleasure. So shop with a pro shop. You'll find everything you need at Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and in Grass Valley.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. At Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance, they've got you covered. As a State Farm agent, Mike and his team are devoted to your peace of mind with a variety of policies for your home, auto, life, health, and retirement. They share a common goal and strive every day to earn your trust. So when a need arises for any type of insurance, Mike Bratton will be there to get you the coverage you need to protect the things you love at Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wivholm is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consulting. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are the best friends you and your computer systems have ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all of those hard-to-solve computer problems, and also call him when you want to design your system. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wivholm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports.
And Touchdown Productions celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Jim Adams here, along with Marty Mortensen, saying thanks for being here tonight. And be sure to tune in next time as Gil Dominguez, Ed Martin, Cody Reeves present Nevada Union Lady Miner Volleyball as they host the Granite Bay Grizzlies. The Lady Miners need a win if they are to keep pace with the league-leading Rockland Thunder, so be sure to tune in as the Lady Miners take on the Lady Grizzlies right here on your NorCal Game of the Week, another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. Cassie, let's get that banner across the way there, the Spooky Spirit section. Let's take a look at that one. The right across there, you see, the Dance of the Dead, huh? Well,
they've got some wild outfits now. They got a couple of nurses, a couple of football players. They've got it all going.
And there it is. No. There is the. Oh, maybe
that is.
I guess they did get it right.
Yeah.
It looked like
from across the way
from over here.
Yeah, it looks like they had the I and the T reversed, but no, they did.
And they got spirit spelled right
too. All right, and they've got some spooky spirits because they've got a couple of bats flying around there. But one thing I want to point out here that I find very confusing for me, a longtime high school supporter and everything else. I mean, between the band and the players and the cheerleaders, they've got more people there than they do in the stands. And then Nevada Union sends out, all driving down about an hour and a half to get here. Nevada Union has got more people in attendance than the entire other side of the field. I just don't understand that from at least from my perspective.
Well, and when you also take a look at it and say, there's their fans over there.
A lot of fans described as empty seats over there. Look at the NU fans. Look at this. What does that tell you?
Well, and when you add on top of that, Marty, the fact that this is a game that will, you got two undefeated teams league-wise here tonight. So you would expect that to, this late in the season, draw a very big crowd. But for Nevada Union, a lot of passion, a lot of fans here. But for the Laguna Creek side, not quite as many here on Halloween 2008.
Maybe they're all home handing out candy. What do you think?
Boo.
Oh, boo.
We'd like to remind you that the special edition of Nevada Union Football and the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Sievert Physical Therapy. John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether you require rehabilitation after an accident or surgery or have suffered a sports injury, the staff at Sievert Physical Therapy is there to serve you and ready to make you well again. They accept most insurance plans and are conveniently located near the Nevada County Fairgrounds. Sievert Physical Therapy, proud to donate their time as physical trainers for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Chan Moon and Kirschbaum OD. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum has specialized in family care for over 27 years. You can trust Chan Moon and Kirschbaum to offer thorough eye exams for your entire family. If another year has gone by since your last eye exam, it's time to get your vision checked and your prescription updated. And Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offers a wide selection of frames and lenses, as well as special contacts for astigmatism. Just another example of how Jerry, Lisa, and Stephanie are looking after your health of your most precious gift, the gift of sight, at Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum.
Extremely Green, Christine and Mike Hoxie, have created the first all-green, earth-friendly gifts and goods store. They're located in the big A-frame house on Main Street next to Betty's Toy Box. Extremely Green carries an array of solar gadgets and earthly-friendly gifts like solar chargers for your cell phone and iPods, as well as solar flashlights. Extremely Green is also a retail and wholesale distributor for quality, environmentally responsible commercial and home use products. Their website is full of earth-friendly everyday products, so we can all be good stewards of our Mother Earth. It's all at the A-Frame on East Main Street, the home of Extremely Green, specializing in products for earth-friendly living.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Top This is the only truck accessory store in the foothills, and they lead the way with innovative technology. Chuck Cavros knows that your truck looks better with accessories from Top This, and that's why Top This has a showroom full of displays featuring thousands of accessories from Weather Guard DZ and Racket truck racks, along with a great selection of boxes and ski racks. So give your truck some attitude and make it an extension of your personality at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's most favorite store.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Jim Adams with you tonight, along with Marty Mortensen, saying thanks for joining us tonight and all through the 2008 football season. Be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by CombiTrophyAwards.com. Once again, Marty and I will select the most deserving NU Player of the Evening and present them with our award for their achievements. So stay tuned for Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by CombiTrophyAwards.com, coming up immediately after this Nevada Union football telecast. And Marty, what do you think?
Well, the only thing I was thinking of while you were reading the underwriter of Extremely Green, and the way you were sucking on that Halloween candy, it looked like you were going to turn extremely green.
Yeah, yeah, well. Where was our dinner tonight?
I don't know. There's no dinner tonight. Long drive down here.
Yeah.
And, fighting
It is a long drive.
Oh, boy.
You know, who do you look at that has had a really good first half?
Well, so far, it looks like I'm kind of impressed with Drew Hoskins tonight, the junior. He's made that one spectacular catch. He's taken a lot of balls to the outside and has been able to make a few good cuts and picked up a lot of yards. And so he's played quite well tonight. There's a shot of the rain coming down. And Keenan Williams on the other side with that. He was held by Nevada Union most of the evening, and they had that one screen pass that with no blockers in front of him, he took it all on his own, shook off a couple of blocks by the secondary of Nevada Union, and the next thing you know, he goes 92 yards for a touchdown to tie this game up, and that's where it stands right now. It's 7-7, and here comes the rain, and that is not going to do this field any good.
No, and if you take a look at it, a lot of times it's kind of the 30 to the 30, but on this field, it is almost the full length of the field.
Right, it's been beat up. Well, Elk Grove High School plays here along with Laguna Creek, and they probably do their practicing on this field, so it takes a beating.
Every week there's got to be a game, and so as you take a look at it, it's going to be a very interesting second half. Miners had both teams had a hard time with their footing.
They're right
in the first half. And Marty, this is the second game in which you've been involved where there was a lot of rain.
It's
that Bear River game several weeks ago where it just poured.
At Colfax, it came down all night long, and of course that field is Bermuda, and Bermuda doesn't seem to tear up as much as the regular type turf grass that they use here. And it would have been nice, maybe, I don't know if they have the revenue to do it, but go out there and throw some. After today's rain, it rained 1/3 of an inch up in the Lake of the Pines area today, and it would have been nice maybe down here if they could have thrown some sand on some of the rough spots out there, because you can see the standing water out on the field.
And as you look forward in the schedule, the team that wins this game will have a huge advantage as far as the playoffs are concerned, because, of course, the best teams in the playoffs have home field advantage. Now at Nevada Union, rain isn't nearly that much of a problem because of the turf. And next week we will be back at Nevada Union. Marty Mortensen and I will be there to see Elk Grove come calling. Elk Grove was ranked very highly in the early part of the season, has waned a little bit here in the second half of the season, beaten by this Laguna Creek team quite handily a couple of weeks ago. Elk Grove played Davis last night, and it would be interesting to know how that particular game turned out.
Wasn't it quite of a shock to be in there getting gas tonight in downtown Elk Grove, and parked next to us filling up her tank was a mother of an Elk Grove varsity player, number 60, and we didn't get her name or her son's name, but we know his number, so next week we'll look for him up at Nevada Union. And she indicated that she was going to come up the freeway to attend the game, so she's looking forward to it. And she says, boy, Nevada Union sure has a nice field compared to this that we have to play on.
Well, and we're fortunate that at Nevada Union that they do. This turf will be much the same as it was at Hooper Stadium. This field will actually be torn up at the end of this season, and they are going to be putting in a field very similar to what Nevada Union has at Hooper Field. And Marty, I hate to say it, it only makes sense.
Right.
Because if you have a number of teams playing on this surface, you're not going to have a very good field for very long.
Well, all it takes is one rain, and which we just had, and it is torn up.
So Brogan Jantz has a challenge ahead of him here in the second half. Nevada Union should start off on offense in the second half, banning a turnover, and then Jantz is going to have it upon himself to move the ball. And you know, Marty, this is a good defensive squad by Laguna Creek, and
yeah, they played well tonight.
Even with a lot of the deception that Nevada Union has offensively, they've been able to adjust pretty well.
Yes, and they've come up on the line of scrimmage when it looks like Nevada Union is going to put a run play in, and they've got 9 and 10 men on the line of scrimmage, and that's kind of has kept Nevada Union from getting through the line of scrimmage and into the secondary. But when you play it that close, if a back can get into the secondary, then they're off to the races.
Jantz has done a great job of scrambling tonight and being able to get away from the Cardinals' pass rush, and as a result of that has really been successful in his passing game, not quite up to the par that we've seen in the last several weeks. And there's a profile for you, Marty. You can see the rain coming down. There's the captains from both teams, and you can see how empty the Laguna Creek sidelines are.
Oh.
You know, I wonder if this is a regular occurrence or if it's the fact that you may be seeing this tape delayed somewhere down the road. However, this is Halloween, and
but that's got to be disconcerting for the players to work all week and come out here and not have anybody in the stand. Where's the student body? I mean, I see a lot of adults up into the stands.
I think
maybe 50.
I think your answer is they're in search of free candy.
But that could be. But still, I would think they would. I would think that they would come out to support their team. They're having a good season so far. They got a chance to go to the top of the league. But now the rain is really starting to come down, and this could be a real sloppy second half, Jim. But here with the call On the kickoff is the voice of the Miners, Jim Adams.
So here we go, Marty. Miners ready to get the ball to start off the second half. It's kind of a deep punt, or deep kick. Leaves it behind. Is going to have to go back and pick it up. Does so, fakes the handoff, and now is going around the right side. Marty, he needs a couple of blocks, but taken down at about the, I think that's about the 35-yard line.
And that's a good gain. That looked like disaster waiting to happen there, Jim.
Jared Ralph taking that for a, or was that Drew? It was Drew Hoskin. Drew Hoskins taking that for a, well, it's going to be hard to see here in the second half.
Yeah, I think it's tough. Well, the Miners come out, start the second half.
Handoff. Cameron Ryan wants to get outside, does. Gets a good number of yards, probably about 6, maybe more. No, about 5, so that'll bring up a second down and 5. Cole Stanford you saw there. Again, a tight set for Nevada Union. Handoff. Gets a few yards, gets the first down. Almost to midfield at about the 48 of Nevada Union.
Owens making the tackle on that play.
And you know, the wild card really is the field, Marty, because as the runners get the ball, it's almost like they're skating there for a little while until they finally catch their footing.
Yeah, it is getting slippery out there.
So, first down. This will be a pass. Chance back. Plenty of time.
Oh, and he
there he
fumbled
loses
the ball.
And the ball keeps going.
And it looks like Laguna got it.
And they did.
Coming up with it was number 22, was Eastman. And the ball boy, Jim, went out to give him a fresh, dry ball. Referees were not there. And he brought it back. So they were playing with a wet ball. Now watch, he rolls out, had plenty of time, looking for a receiver downfield, but then it just slipped right out of his hand. Then it was kicked. And had plenty of Nevada Union Miners over there, but then coming up with his number 22. And so now they're in great shape here.
So Nevada Union with a turnover on their first possession of the second half.
Oh,
big hit there on Keenan Williams, takes the direct snap. And that'll be a second down and about 7. So a big opportunity for Laguna Creek here. Deep in Miner territory at about the 28-yard line of Nevada Union. That'll bring up a second down, and we'll call it 6 now. And there's a fumble there on the play, and the Miners take him and sack him.
Yeah,
Keenan Williams with the, Marty, 2 plays in a row where the ball went directly to Keenan Williams. So that would bring up the question, where is Chris Jackson?
Watch as that ball fumbles right out of his hand. And then Niedenberger comes up and throws him to the ground.
3rd and long. And here he is again.
Oh, he's got receivers
wide
open. Nice defensive play
for Nevada Union. Beautiful play by Cole Stanford.
He saved the touchdown right there, Jim.
He certainly did.
That had 6 points written all over it.
He was out there where he really needed to receive. All he needed to do was receive the ball. So let's take a look at it, Marty.
He rolls out, plenty of time, and then look, at the last minute, Cole comes in there and just knocks it right away.
Look at that face mask at the end of the play.
I know, I saw that.
So the Miners catch a break. 4th and 9. And we see no sign of Chris Jackson, the quarterback for the Laguna Creek Cardinals. Keenan Williams taking the snaps.
They're a one-dimensional team now.
And now Jackson.
No, there's Jackson is in.
Throws incomplete. So the Miners will take over the ball. Defense holds for Nevada Union.
He had his man wide open, and he just overthrew him.
Marty, the second half is going to be fascinating because the field conditions have deteriorated that it's very difficult to move the ball.
It's going to be a turnover, I think, is going to decide this game.
Well, and
there's been 4 of them so far.
With that said, there's a lot of plays that Nevada Union has in their playbook that they haven't even used this year. So they may need to pull a few of those tricks out. Here he comes. Needs a block, but did not get it.
That Jackson came up and made that tackle, along with big number 56, and he's a load. You can look at that. That is Hambrick. I would say, watch this, Jim. Now he's trying to get to the outside, but then coming up is Jackson, and then Hambrick finishes him off.
Drew Hoskin lost his footing and missed the block. So a second down now and about 14. 8:52 to go in the third quarter. Back to pass. Throws.
Oh, it's almost intercepted.
Boy, nearly intercepted.
Oh, that was Jackson again. He almost picked that ball off, Jim.
And he was right near also Coleone Owens. And it's going to be a third down and long for Nevada Union. And the deep pass game that the Miners have done very well with in the last several weeks is very difficult because of the footing. In motion, Cameron Ryan. Oh, he's hit, gets away from another player, still going, but only gets back to about the original line of scrimmage at about the 31-yard line, so that will bring up fourth down, and the Miners will be forced to punt.
He eluded 4 tacklers on that little jaunt, but they just had too much ground to make up, so they'll be forced to punt. Now watch this. He rolls and rolls out, and then he comes back again, slips and slides, gets by 1, gets by 2, gets by 3, and then brought down by the 4th one. And a fair catch called.
And they call it that time.
But they'll have good field position on their own 35-yard line to start this.
And a good kick by Brogan Jans there.
He did a good job there. He's worked overtime tonight.
But Laguna Creek takes up their second possession of the second half. Jackson in at quarterback. Williams behind him. And he gives the ball to Williams, and Williams looks like he's going nowhere and doesn't get much of a gain.
That Nato broke that play up. Finished off in there by Morris for Nevada Union.
1 yard gain on the play. I think you're right, Marty. This may come down to one mistake.
Because neither team is able to move the ball with any consistency here tonight in these conditions.
Throws over, and that could be a lateral, but they call it incomplete. So that'll make it 3rd and 9. Let's take a look at this, Marty. Tell me.
No, it's forward pass. Good call by the referee. So 3rd and long again.
Williams behind Jackson.
Now timeout called by the officials, I believe. They're checking something out.
And the ball was spotted outside, a little bit, about a half a yard behind where it should have been. And it looked that way. So a big 3rd down. Jackson comes back in the game. Has Williams behind him. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right. Throws over there.
Got his man.
And it's complete. And it will be a first down.
I believe. That was just the old student body left with a rollout pass, and had plenty of blockers in front of him. Caught the ball on the run and was able to pick up the necessary yardage to get a first down.
And their passing game has been less than stellar tonight. Really, one big play tonight by Laguna Creek, Marty. A 90-yard touchdown run by Keenan Williams when it looked like the Miners had him trapped.
Yeah, on that screen pass, he picked it up and outran the entire secondary of Nevada Union.
So 1st and 10. And there's a fumble and goes immediately down on the ball, does Williams. Ball never really made it to Chris Jackson, but Williams recovered it. Loss of 3.
Lost about 2 yards on the play. It brings up 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals.
6:30, 6.5 to go. In the 3rd quarter, we are tied at 7 on the campus of Elk Grove as Laguna Creek, with no league losses, takes on also an undefeated Nevada Union, the Battle of the Titans tonight. Stumbles, options it out, and there's the fumble.
And Nevada Union got it.
Nevada Union got it. And they did.
Pettinato.
So, Nevada Union recovers the ball. That, you know what, Marty, that is a tough play in these field positions.
It certainly is.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Handoff, first man through, busting through for some good yardage.
Close your mic down.
Is Eric Niederberger. And the Miners are going to do a hurry-up offense. Second and 5. Handoff tripped up at the line of scrimmage. And let's take a look at the fumble, Marty.
Now he's slipping and sliding. Never did really get a good. Now he pitches it back, and that was Williams couldn't hang on to it, and coming up with the ball was Nevada Union, and they're on the move.
3rd and a big 5. Big play for Nevada Union. Cameron in motion and has it.
Oh, nice fake.
Gets by one man, but is then tackled short of the first down. It'll bring up a 4th down and 2.
I don't know why, Jim, why they're trying to run to the outside.
It's not working.
No, it's not, and it's real slippery conditions out there. And I don't know why they don't just drive it up the middle. Maybe they can't open up any holes against that big defensive line, but trying to get to the outside is not picking up very big yardage.
So the Miners in need here of a couple of yards. Chance, handoff.
Doesn't make it.
I don't think he will make it.
No, he didn't. He came up short. I don't think his forward motion made it any difference either. So once again, neither team can capitalize, Jim, on fumble recovery.
Well, in this high-octane Nevada Union offense, definitely slowed down in the mud. And so they call upon the defense again to make a big stand. And Marty, as much as it was touted, the Laguna Creek passing game has also been almost non-existent. Here's Jackson. Hands off to Williams.
There's a flag for probably a hold. Whoa, there's a little extra. Now there's a personal foul right there.
There may be 2 fouls against Laguna Creek on this play, although pretty difficult to predict it.
Looks like they're having a little talk there with this number 55 is for Laguna Creek is very intense young man. This is Sean Nill, and he's been involved in a couple of altercations tonight. One wasn't called, and now that one I think is going to be called. Personal foul, yes, against. That was a double whammy there, Jim.
And so both of the penalties will be against Laguna Creek with 4:21 to go in the third quarter. And I would think that you'll take
personal foul, I would think. I don't know if you can get. I don't know if you can take both of them.
No, you can get one or the other, but not both. But it will be a 15-yard penalty, and it will be interesting to see if perhaps the personal foul was a dead ball foul if the whistle had already blown. Because if it was, that would make it second down.
Well, it was definitely after the play was over.
First down and 25. So there was a penalty against Nevada Union. Those two offset. They did take the holding penalty. Throws over in the flat, complete. Now tries to cut across, but the Miners convert on the receiver. Inside of 4 minutes, be a second down and wow, pretty close still to 25. So here we go. Second and 25. Back to pass again. Now he's going to run a draw up the middle and gets a few yards on the play. That'll bring up a third down. Third and 19.
Still is not advanced to the original line of scrimmage. So
third and long. Will they put it up for grabs? And timeout is going to be called by Laguna Creek. So they burn their first timeout of the second half. With 2:55 to go, tied at 7. Marty, huge third down play here.
Well, last time they had a big third down play, it went for 92 yards. So watch out for that screen pass again, as Laguna Creek is struggling to move the ball along with Nevada Union. Both offenses just don't have anything going here in this treacherous condition, and the wind has picked up considerably.
Did you notice that I have my Shark sweatshirt on?
I did notice that. Is it hockey season already?
Marty. The Sharks are the best team in the NHL right now. So, but we're here for football.
Right, exactly.
I don't mean to distract you. I know you're easily distracted.
I know I am.
But big play coming up for the Miners. A third down situation where if they can hold, especially in this weather, you know, who knows what will happen in that situation. But we're a little bit ahead of ourselves. It's going to be a third down and about 20. So will Laguna Creek play it safe, or will they go for the first down? And Williams is going to take, I believe, the direct snap. No, Williams is in motion. Back to pass. Throws it long.
Is it caught? No, incomplete.
Wow, that was close, Marty.
John Wivholm was over on the coverage. That would have been a first down.
So, Marty, what's going to happen here on fourth? Miners have back to take the punt, Jared Ralph, and Cole Stanford.
Now watch this. Whiphump comes over and knocks it down. Good.
I don't know if he got his hand on it or not.
Almost.
And here comes the kick, and it's a little line drive kick. Miners are going to leave it go, and the Miners will get it at their own 46-yard line with 2:38 to go in the third quarter.
Nevada Union has had great field position on all their opportunities, but just cannot capitalize.
The conditions have dictated the slowness of the game. Both teams with two big plays. Drew Hoskins for the touchdown for Nevada Union. Handoff. Nothing there.
Now there they tried to take it up the middle over the right tackle slot and could not get anything. They got a couple of fresh uniforms in on the field there, it looked like, for Nevada Union.
And Cole Stanford comes back in for the Miners. With this very animated offense by Nevada Union, they may be in a need of a trick play that's deep in the bag. Back to pass. Good pass rush. Throws, man wide open. Complete. First down, Nevada Union.
When you say he was wide open, you were not kidding. He was wide open. There was nobody within 5-6 yards of him.
Stanford with another reception tonight. Inside the 2-minute mark, Marty, let's
now watch
take another
this
look
on
at
that
it.
rollout by Jantz, and then look at that, nobody around. Coming up for it was Chris Jones, who makes the stop.
Back to live action. Cameron Ryan, he's going to try that right side again. Not much there. They converge on him.
And he gets hammered again by Hunt, who's back in the game. He was out earlier with an elbow problem. Just unable to turn that corner with the conditions on the field.
Marty, they really have had a hard time turning that corner all night. Only not even maybe a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
Cheerleaders calling for the offense to get moving.
Handoff.
Oh, slips.
And a slip by Cameron Ryan.
Ryan's had a hard time tonight with keeping his feet moving forward because it's so slippery out there, and it's getting worse.
3rd down. Miners will probably have to turn to the pass in this situation. And
that's been their biggest.
Absolutely.
That's their biggest asset right now. Coming in is Chapel.
Now Stanford checks out. The officials now stop play. And they're discussing, maybe they're allowing them to bring in a dry ball.
That's the second time tonight the ball boy has brought in a dry ball, and they wouldn't.
Been denied. So a big play here for Brogan Jantz. Back to pass.
Big rush.
Big rush this time, and he's plowed under at midfield.
Boy, he was really hit hard, and he's getting up with the help of his teammates.
And so just as the Cardinals kicked at 4th and 20, Nevada Union will be forced to roughly do the same. Now we'll call it 4th and 16.
4 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
And it expires. So, as it was at halftime, it is after 3. Nevada Union 7 and Laguna Creek 7. And Marty, we're in for a barn-burning fourth quarter.
And I still think this is all going to be, this winning team is all going to be predicated on the fact that which one is going to turn the ball over to enable the other team to capitalize. So far, there's been a lot of turnovers, a lot of miscues, a lot of penalties.
Oh, boy, somebody just fell down terrible. And we'll please stay tuned with us after the game for the Nevada Union Player of the Game. Touchdown Productions presents. Stay tuned after the game, sponsored by Combi Trophy Awards. SportsCenter.com and Northern Home Medical. So stay tuned after the game. And Marty, this is going to be a tough one to call.
Yeah, well, let's see. There's a low snap.
Oh, nice play by Chance.
He's going to have to run.
Now he's going to run, and I think he's going to get it.
No, he's going to be short.
No, he got the first down.
No, the first down marker is way up there
you're
because
right.
of the
My
penalty.
mistake. Sorry there, Marty.
You got carried away there for a minute, Jim. Yeah. That was a low snap.
Back into reality.
Yeah, it's a common mistake to look out there and you look at the stick and it. So once again, now Jantz comes off the field limping.
And so a 1st and 10 for Laguna Creek. Here it is. And
they got a pass.
And he's wide open. Wide open. This is going to be a touchdown for Laguna Creek.
Oh, my goodness. I saw him go down the sideline. Nobody was there, and that was unbelievable. What a play. Who was it that caught that ball? Number 17, it looks like. That's Laswell. Whoa. That silenced the crowd over here on the Nevada Union side, as nobody expected that on that pitch out to the end coming around, with the flanker coming around into the backfield. And he just uncorked that ball. He threw that thing 35 yards in the air, and there was nobody in the secondary back there.
All he had to do was receive it, and he did. So here's the point after.
Low snap. Oh, now he's going
to go for 2. And the Miners take him short of the goal line. So that'll make it 12-7. Excuse me, 13-7.
Had the holder been able to just continue to run with it instead of waiting to try to spot it down, he would have had 2 points. But let's see it now. Watch this. It was a pitch back to number 18, which is Bateson, and he just uncorks that ball as hard as he can, and there's nobody down there. Now watch this. Look at this.
All he needs to do is receive it.
And he did. He caught it at about the 30-yard line and then took it into the end zone. That's a big extra point miss.
Well, we shall see how it plays out. But for the first time this evening is Laguna Creek in the lead, 13-7.
Well, let's see. No, that ball was caught by number 11, which is K.J. Daniels. I thought that was 17. So
Daniels snuck down the field, a big chunk of yardage for him.
So 2 big plays by Laguna, and they are in the driver's seat with 11 minutes left to go. And Nevada Union unable to penetrate this defense of Laguna Creek.
So a very important series for Nevada Union. And there's the squib kick into the secondary. Fakes the handoff. Gets a block. Few additional yardage. Nice return for Nevada Union to about the 42-yard line of the Miners. And Marty, the Miners have had such a hard time moving the ball tonight.
I know.
And the one other series where they could have scored.
Watch this now as he fakes the handoff, tries to turn the corner, slips a little bit. That is Hoskins, and he brings the ball out in good field starting position for the Miners.
Back to pass. Good time, and now he's going to go down.
They only had two receivers in the secondary, both well covered, and a good penetration by the defensive line. And poor Jantz had no place to go.
DJ Hill, who just scored the touchdown with the tackle. Oh, excuse me, that was K.J. Daniels. DJ Hill with the tackle, back to pass, throws over the middle. Nice play there for Stanford. gets a lot of the yardage back.
That'll bring about 3rd and about 5. So once again, Nevada Union in a tough 3rd down position. Rain continues to fall, Jim.
And rather heavily. So here comes Jantz. His number's almost obliterated from the mud. Far side is Cole Stanford.
They're going to have to hurry to get this play out. They do.
Oh, big rush. Big rush. Down he goes.
Oh, he was. The defensive line is just getting in on Jantz. He's got no place to go, and he can't even look downfield, so they're going to have to kick the ball away.
Incredible surge by that defensive line of the Cardinals. And the Miners have to take. Nope, the Cardinals take a timeout. And so with 9:45 to go in the 4th quarter, 13-7 in favor of the Cardinals.
Well, the momentum has shifted considerably over to Laguna Creek, and you can see when the Miners were coming off the field there to come over to the sidelines. They were hanging their heads down, and so they're going to have to pick it up a little bit.
Two big plays by Laguna Creek tonight. That's really been the difference. The big run by Williams, and then the reception for a touchdown on that pitch back. And we got a visitor here, Marty.
Oh,
must be a Cardinals fan.
Okay, we're ready to go now, Jim.
Ooh, high snap, brings it down nicely. Gets a booming kick away. Oh. And there goes the ball. That could be the break Nevada Union needs, and it is. And that was Brogan Jan's kick, Marty, that really brought that on.
So now the momentum has shifted again, just as we mentioned it the other way. That was a big fumble on that punt. Now let's see if the Miners can capitalize.
And let's take another look at it. Probably should have let it bounce in weather like this.
Here we go,
boom, right off of his chest. I didn't see who came up with it, but falling on it.
So now Nevada Union, their big opportunity.
That was Sam Cartan.
Handoff, but hardly anything there. Probably got back to the line of scrimmage.
First one to hit him was big number 54, DJ Hill. He's played a whale of a ball game tonight on defense.
1 yard gain, 2nd down and 9. And here comes this sweep to the right side.
Not.
He better throw a pass. Oh, he's going to be tackled for a huge loss. Back to the 38-yard line. Cameron Ryan, and that defense of the Cardinals is really they're really stepping it up.
They actually knocked, Jimmy, you see this, they actually knocked look at that, offensive lineman back into the Ryan.
So a 3rd and long. Big chore for Brogan Jantz in this situation. Back to pass. There's the screen, but it unfortunately is behind Drew Hoskin, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That had potential for some big yardage had it been on the money.
And the Miners at 4th and 25 will have to punt again. And a little bit of confusion this time by the Cardinals. They do not send anybody deep. And here's a pass. And he finally boots it away. Had a look at it, and lets it go into the end zone.
They'll bring it out to the 20.
So Dan Pettinato, who was streaking down the right side, could have had an opportunity to keep it on this side of the goal line. but instead it goes into the end zone, and so Laguna Creek, with 8:20 to go in this contest, takes up shop on the 20-yard line. Chris Jackson throws over, complete. Nifty play. Good gain on the play.
Yeah, picked up about 8. That was they had 5 receivers in the pattern on that formation. So they decided that they can't run it. Now let's pass for it with 8 minutes to go.
2nd and 3. Now he has Williams in the backfield. Hands it off to Williams. Williams breaks through, gets the first down.
Still going.
And now gets on the sidelines and is finally taken out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Justin Fike who's in the game and came over and made that tackle, saved the touchdown. Big game. Big game. Watch this, a handoff over the right side, and a couple of missed tackles. He's still going, and then coming over and making that tackle is Fike.
Well, and just as happened, now this is interesting. The ball went out of bounds, but they're starting the clock again. So 1st and 10. There's Williams up the middle again. Miners finally take him backwards, but after a gain of 5.
Yeah, now the Miners, the clock is their worst enemy. Not right now. They're going to have to get the ball back.
They certainly can't allow the Cardinals any more points.
No, can't do that. They're going to have to create a turnover.
Handoff again to Williams. First tackler misses him. Flag now comes on in.
Going to be a hold. That'll stop the clock and move the ball back.
And it is holding against the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, that'll bring him back 10 yards. That'll bring up the 3rd and 15. 2nd and 15.
Boy, that was a big penalty against the Cardinal.
So went from what would have been a first down to now a 2nd down and 13.
I'll tell you one thing, Keenan Williams is getting a lot better footing on his runs than the Miner running backs.
2 receivers near side.
Fumbles
the snap, but falls upon it.
I don't know why they're going into the shotgun formation with a single back in the back. Taking the ball over center, I would think would be a lot better, but that's about the 4th time tonight that they have fumbled that ball on that direct snap.
Good point, Marty. So 3rd and long. Inside of 6 minutes, 5:40 to play in this contest. Miners trailing by 6. The Cardinals eating up the clock. And the handoff up the middle to Williams. He's not going to get very far. He certainly won't get the first down. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Cardinals will have to punt.
That looked like Mossbarger made that stop and held on. I think that was his number. It's hard to tell.
Jared Ralph, and we assume it's Cole Stanford. There's a snap. Gets a kick away.
Yeah, correct.
And it goes out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that big stop, I was just corrected on that. It was Josh Fanu, number 57. The numbers are being obliterated out there. That's hard to tell. I saw 50, and it looked like 6, but it was 57, so or 55, I thought. So anyway, we've got that straightened out thanks to one of the parents from Nevada Union.
With 4:35 to go, it's kind of now or never for Nevada Union. A pivotal drive here. And that was a handoff to Drew Hoskin. And only gets about 3 yards, making it a 2nd and 7.
But Drew has shown a lot of mettle here tonight. There's the clock ticking down. This has got to be the drive that Nevada Union scores on. They need a touchdown.
Takes the handoff. Good protection this time. Throws it over to Ryan, but he's being pursued, and he will go down.
For a loss. Big play. That was number 88 again. That was Hunt, and he's only a sophomore. So he's a big boy, and he covered a lot of territory there as he brought that screen pass to a halt. Now 3rd down again, Jim. Long yardage.
Rain has stopped, but 3.5 minutes to play. See what Brogan Jantz has here, and that's incomplete. And a penalty flag.
We did tackle him. That's number 34.
So that'll be a 1st down and a lucky break for the Miners.
I don't know. It's only, let's see if it is a 1st down or they just give it to him on that. Yeah, I think they do give him a 1st down. Oh, that was close. He did have his hand on his back. 15-yard penalty from the point of the foul.
Takes the Miners to the 47 of Nevada Union.
Boy, that was a big penalty. And I can see why Broyce was complaining about that. He did have his hand on his back, but he did not push him.
Handoff up the middle. Nice gain of about 9.
That was Hoskins again.
Cameron Ryan, usually the individual that Nevada Union goes to when they need the yardage. He's just had a hard time getting on track in this sloppy turf. 2nd down and 2. Inside 3 minutes. Back to pass. Throws long, but that will be incomplete.
That'll stop the clock, Jim, with 2:47. 3rd down.
So 3rd and 3, Miners are going to have to, their immediate priority is to get a 1st down to keep this drive going.
Yeah, they have to get the 1st down. They're in 2-down territory right now.
Cole Stanford in. Getting 2 yards has not been the easiest thing tonight. Rolls to the left. I think he's going to call his own number.
He's going to get.
Tries to turn up field, but I don't think he made it.
No, he didn't make it.
And let's see where they spot the ball.
Oh, he's limping now, really bad, as he comes back to the huddle.
And it will be 4th down. And I think the Miners should take a timeout right here. A hugely critical 4th down play. So here's the undefeated season right on the line. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Nevada Union on a 4th down, and they will call timeout.
They lost about 10 seconds deciding to call that timeout as Jantz lifts off the field.
Everything that the Miners have thrown at Laguna Creek tonight, Laguna Creek has rejected. They've done a very good job defensively. You have to give them credit.
Looks like Humphers has been knocked down a couple times tonight, too. Look at him. He's got mud all over his back.
And there you look at the jerseys. There's Hoskin has had a very good night for Nevada Union.
That's got to be my choice tonight for player of the game. I don't know what you think.
Well,
you're in charge.
With 2:10 left to play, let's see how she plays
okay,
out.
all right.
The first priority is going to be a 4th down play for Nevada Union. About 1.5 yards to go. An evening of difficulty for the Miners in getting the yardage that they need. Brogan Jantz will bring them up to the line of scrimmage. And it's either first down and the drive continues, or the stop is there for Laguna Creek and the game is close to being over. Man in motion.
Oh, he didn't make it.
Middle,
He didn't
and I
make
don't think
it.
he made
No,
it.
he didn't. Direct up the middle. That could be your ball game right there. Went right up the middle and on that handoff.
And it's a first down for the Cardinals. So the Miners again with a hard time converting, and with 2:04 to play, the Cardinals have placed themselves in a position to deal the Miners their first loss of the season.
35-yard line with 2:04 seconds remaining in the contest. Leading the score 13-7.
So first down. Miners, I believe, with 1 timeout left. Handoff to Williams.
Timeout called immediately by Nevada Union. Stop that clock. They need that ball back. But they've been unable to move the ball with any consistency tonight, Jim, at all. And it's against a strong defense by the Cardinals, and it's been tough.
Well, and you can lay so much of it on the field conditions,
Yeah, right.
and then you have to say, hey, this Cardinals team came to play. They played well defensively. Played well enough offensively to forge a 13-7 lead at this point.
2 big plays, and
2 big plays versus 1.
And the defensive for Laguna Creek has kept them in the ball game. There's been a lot of turnovers by both sides under these conditions, and has rained just enough. The rain has stopped now, but it was tough sledding. They need a turnover.
And you wonder if this game was played on a dry field, if the results would be different, because give Laguna Creek credit. They have kudos to them. They have played well. Another handoff to Williams. He tries to sidestep a few players. Does a good job of it.
And they call their last
push
timeout
it backwards, and the Miners have called their last timeout. So it comes down to this. On a 3rd and 4, the Miners will either have to stop the Cardinals once and force them to punt, or stop the Cardinals twice if the Miners are so lucky to hold them on 3rd down, and with the Cardinals playing on going forward on 4th down. So, but they haven't left themselves much room for error, Marty.
No, they haven't.
It is definitely going to take a minor miracle
Very good.
to emerge from this game victorious.
Certainly.
You know, Marty, it seems like every season we have a game like this that's played in really, I mean, you can remember 3 years ago when they played Grant at Nevada Union in a bad rain. So here it is. 3rd down, 3 for Laguna Creek. Snap, handoff.
Oh, they got it.
Nothing doing.
Who was
That
that?
will force a punt.
38 for Nevada Union is Zach Vallejo, doing a fine job there on defense.
Boy,
Clock
and a
continues
great
to run,
spot.
though.
They get a great spot on 4th down.
That's where I guess his forward motion progress was stopped.
And we might as well take a look at it because this
Yeah.
punt won't come for a few more seconds. Gil, could you cue that up once more? Let's take a look at where the hit occurred. Laguna Creek has taken a timeout in the meantime. Let's take a look at this. Right there, Marty.
Yeah.
And they placed it about 1.5 yards forward from there. So, Marty, I didn't think it would be possible, but the Miners are going to have one more chance at it.
And they'll have a minute left. Maybe they can do some razzle-dazzle, fake handoff on the punt.
What do they have in the book that they have not used? I guess only Dave Humphers knows for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
Maybe they'll put a rush on to see if they can block the kick. That might be an option.
Ralph and Stanford. And you'd almost have to think if they block it, somebody's got to pick it up and run with it.
Well, the thing also, too, is this, their kicker for the Cardinals, he takes the ball and runs to the side, wherever the rush is coming from, to the opposite side.
And he gets the kick away, but that's a returnable ball if he can come up with it. Goes deep.
And it's in the end zone?
And it's in the...
No, they're going to mark it on the 1.
So with 58 seconds to play in this game, the Miners will need to go 99 yards.
Jantz comes back into the huddle, but he's still limping.
Boy, this is going to take a miracle here. Man in motion, back to pass. Throws over here in the flat. Going to be a jump ball, and it's incomplete. So 52 seconds to go. Marty, it's almost difficult to pull too much of a razzle-dazzle in that end zone because if you come up short, it'll be a safety, and then the game for sure will be over.
Mm-hmm.
But here it is, 2nd and 10. Back to pass, throws over here. That's complete to Stanford. Needs to get out of bounds, and does.
Oh, boy, he worked hard for that out of bounds.
And there's a flag that comes down late. And that might be a personal foul against the Cardinals. Now they're clapping. Let's see. Let's see what the call is. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Miners.
Well, I didn't see that. Well, that's a killer right there.
So now they have to unravel it with only 43 seconds to play. Halfway distance to the goal will go back to about the 6. And so it'll bring up a
first down because they did have the first down. They marked it off.
But they've got to then move the chains forward to where the line of scrimmage was at the end of the play because it was a dead ball foul. Well, and they don't have that down, so the Miners are going to, see, and they're signaling the chains to move forward. So here it is, 43 seconds, back to pass, big rush.
Oh, he throws the ball
it away out of bounds. That'll be incomplete. And there's a flag that goes down. How can they call that for grounding?
He was in the grass, and had he not thrown the clock would have continued to run, and they wouldn't have gone off another play. So it's lost it down, but it stopped the clock.
That would be half the distance to the goal, and a loss of down, which would bring up second down for the Miners. And about 14 from their own 3-yard line. with 36
So the ball is on the 3. 36 seconds to go. And Brogan Jantz is going to have to pull one out of his hat here.
Oh, they got it
away.
They got out of bounds.
And they say that, and one of them says that that he gets out of bounds, and the other one says keep the clock running.
Well, they got the first down, so
the Miners need to get over the ball right now before they start the clock. 27 seconds to go. So I would have to think that if
they didn't make the first down, they're still third
down
and short.
And 1. Rolls this way and throws incomplete, so it'll be 4th down. Jared Ralph slipped, and the ball landed incomplete. 23 seconds to go. 4th down and 2. And for the Miners, the need to get the first down, but also to get out of bounds. Handoff gets the first down.
That'll stop the clock.
And that'll stop the clock with 18 seconds to go. Miners get right up over the ball, see if he spikes it so that they don't lose any time.
Oh, did he fumble it or did he spike it?
Clock is running. 7 seconds. 5. And with 1 second, and they let the clock expire. No way.
He's calling.
And they're calling for 2 seconds. Well, you can remember at Grant about 4 years
I remember
ago. In that situation, the officials ran right off the field. But these guys are calling for 2 seconds to go. But if you take a look, see if you can pan out and look at the defense of Laguna Creek, penetrating them to get to the end zone. You see them 3 across, even a little bit farther back there. You see them 3 across. So for Nevada Union, talk about a Hail Mary. Four-man rush. Jantz throws over the middle.
Oh,
and it's
man,
incomplete,
it's too bad
and that'll be the game.
He had it going to Cameron Ryan, was able to catch it. Cameron's not real happy about what went on here tonight.
And for Nevada Union, the undefeated season is over. And Cameron Ryan definitely upset with the situation. The Miners will not go undefeated, but don't lose sight of the fact that sometimes a loss is a way for the Miners to build character, and what will be gained out of this game will definitely be what will help the Miners in the final weeks of the season and in the postseason. They now know they're not invincible, Marty. They now know they can be beaten, and so where they go from here and where they take this lesson will really dictate how far this Nevada Union team goes.
Yeah, that's correct, Jim, and the weather conditions played a big role in this game. Nevada Union never did get into their game plan, and it was a tough situation. They fought hard towards the end, but they'll they'll pick their heads up and come back next week with this big victory. They can still get into the playoffs with another couple of wins, and we'll see what happens.
You know, neither team executed perfectly tonight, Marty. It's just that Laguna Creek had 2 more plays, one additional play that they were able to parlay into a touchdown.
That's correct.
We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Nevada Union Minor Football has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers, their goals are simple: provide customer service and continue as a contributor to our community at Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center since 1921, and now they have 2 locations to serve you in Colfax and their new store in Grass Valley.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that's why he supports the Nevada Union Miners and the Bear River Bruins.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wibholm is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consulting. And Debbie and Dallas love to watch their son John play for the Miners.
Sievert Physical Therapy. John Sievert is an expert in manual therapy and supports the Bear River Bruin football program.
Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum OD. Doctors Jerry Chan, Lisa Moon, and Stephanie Kirschbaum operate one of the most progressive optometrist offices in the county, protecting your most precious gift of sight.
Extremely Green, Christine and Mike Hoxie have opened our first all-green, earth-friendly gifts and goods store in Grass Valley, offering products for earth-friendly living.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. It's time to pimp your ride and make your truck look good with the help of Chuck Cavros and all of the guys at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Proud supporters of Foothill Sports.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Jim Adams along with Marty Mortensen saying thanks for being here tonight, and be sure to tune in next time as Gil Dominguez, Ed Martin, and Cody Reeves present NU Lady Miner Volleyball as they host the Granite Bay Grizzlies. The Lady Miners need a win if they are going to keep pace with the league-leading Rockland Thunder, so be sure to tune in as the Lady Miners take on the Lady Grizzlies right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers in 2007. I guess, Marty, that it goes without saying that we talked about it a little bit. Our player of the game, let's call it Drew Hoskins. Drew Hoskins with the touchdown and had several key receptions and was probably one of the leading offensive players for Nevada Union tonight. Drew Hoskins, our Touchdown Productions player of the game. So for Nevada Union, a heartbreaking loss tonight. They may see this team again down the road. It'll be very interesting to see. I remember 4 years ago when Nevada Union beat Grant, only to face them again in the city championship game. So it will be interesting to see if this was played under normal conditions on a dry turf, if the outcome might have been different.
Yeah, there's our NU minor player of the game.
Northern Home Medical player of the game. Our executive producer and director, Gilbert M. Dominguez.
Titles and replay provided tonight by Maverick King.
Announcers Jim Adams and Marty, always a pleasure to work with.
Well, it's my pleasure, Jim, to work with you here. Camera operators tonight, Chris Glass, Cassie Walker, and Nicole Teschman.
Office manager Linda Mingus.
Technical engineer Paula Mikowski.
Remote facilities by the Commander 2 and Commander 2 maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Game of the Week awards by Combi Trophy and Awards. Touchdown Production Sportswear by DK and Stitches. We are always happy to hear from you. You can write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com. So for Marty Mortensen, Gil Dominguez, and the entire Touchdown Productions team, Nevada Union has lost their first game of the season. This is Jim Adams reminding you that you have been watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor football
on the Touchdown Productions Television Network. Until next time, good night, everybody.